Hello everyone, another update on the tent installation. Process is still slow, but I am getting better as I go. I've installed maybe 7 or 8 fasteners. I'm about to do my next one, and I wanted to show the process for installing these. Now this will be a slow video, so bear with me. And everything looks a little cluttered, but there is a reason for everything, as I will show you. Okay, let's zoom in a little more. All right, I think we can see everything we need right there in that spot. And this piece of wood here, this is just to hold the tent away from my work area, which is right here, because I will be swinging the hammer right here. These are my tools, along with this. I hope everything's showing up on that camera. This here. And this is the fastener, 2 parts to the fastener. I never know when I'm in frame or out of frame, so I hope that showed up. The first thing I do, or the first thing I did, was I went along the outside of the tent. Well, I've measured more than twice, probably 6, 7, 8 times, just to be sure. Because if I put a hole in the wrong place or fasten in the wrong place, it's gonna just throw everything off. So I went overboard with the measurements. I went outside, measured this, lined it up with the other part of the fastener, and marked it here on the tent. And this is the center. That's where the fastener will go through the canvas. Well, yeah, the canvas. I take this handy gadget. I don't know what this is called, but it is handy. Put a hole right there where it's going to go through. Take this, and again, I don't know the name of all these tools here, but I take this part, set this in there, put it through the hole I just made, and that's where this stick comes in handy. That keeps getting in the way, so I'm trying to keep it out of my work area. Now I do have I have this here to keep the wood from damaging the trailer. So I set this on the wood on top of this. Put this piece in like so. Now here's where the work comes in. Now I am meticulous and slow about everything, and again, I hope this is showing up, but you can see right there. Hold on, let's make sure. Okay, had to stand up for this. Okay, trying to focus. All right, it's not going to focus very much, but if you can see this tool here, the end has that little protrusion, and this is going to go right over that fastener. Now what it's going to do is it's going to spread out that piece right there. It's going to spread that out create like a little mushroom head, and then it will hold this in place. And after each hit, I check to make sure that this did not come out of here. If it comes out and I don't check it, and then I hit, and this is like on the edge, it's gonna mess this up. So I'll check to make sure it's still there. Now, after each hit, I also check to see how tight this part is. If it barely moves or does not move, then that's it. I'm done with it. And I don't know if this shows up, but that part right there is starting to flare out. Okay, and that's it. Let's zoom in a little. Hope you can see it. This is tight, so this one is done. Now, another thing I do after I install each fastener, I'll go out to check it one more time. Like I said, I'm meticulous about this stuff. I don't want nothing to go wrong, so I check and recheck. Gonna go out, check it, and that'll be it. One thing I want to point out while, hold on, be right back. Another thing I wanted to point out about the tent, this is where it came from. And there are some care instructions on the other side. And I have just checked all of the zippers on the inside. I still have some. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. I've checked all of these zippers. Now I think there's one or two. No, actually there's three, because each of their front windows, they have a glass, not glass, but a plastic, I guess a plastic window, and that has its own zipper. So I have to check those three, and I have to check the door zipper. But the rest of them I've checked. And one thing I want to point out, in order to open these, you have to bring the zippers together, and then you take it in opposite directions, and you can roll this part down after you bring them together. Now this is the exit window, and this one is a little special. I don't know why they didn't make that a little more secure, but anyway, we have this here. Let's see, get a bit more in the picture. And this here. And this is in case of emergency and you can't get out through the door. It has these, where is it? All right, it has these zippers. Same procedure. Bring the two red zippers together, then take them opposite directions, and it lowers the screen, and you can get out from here. I gotta put this back up because that sun is beaming right now. All right, and that's it for that part. All right, I'll be back with another video as soon as something else changes.